Hello students, my name is Sumit Mehta. So in today's lecture we will discuss about integration by partial fraction method. Okay, so I'll write down the forms here and the form of partial fraction on this side. Basically what I want to do here is I'll tell you how the question will come in the various forms, okay, and how we will make the partial fraction of these forms on this side. Okay, so let's say the question comes in the form like px plus q over x minus a into x minus b. So forms of partial fraction is this is the rational fraction which we get, and the partial means we divide this rational fraction. Okay, so I will write or I will break down this rational fraction into partial fraction as a over x minus a plus b over x minus b. Okay, and the second form of rational fraction is px plus q over x minus a whole square. So this is a over x minus a plus b over x minus a whole square. Okay students, the third form is px square plus qx plus r, a quadratic given in the numerator part, and there are three multiplication terms in the denominator, or it is c. So we need to adjust, means each fraction separately. This can be or x minus c, and the fourth form is px square plus qx plus r over x minus a square into x minus b. So for this form we need to make a complete square in the denominator. So this will be x minus a whole square plus c over x minus b. Okay, and the last but not the least, which is px square plus qx plus r. In the numerator we are getting a quadratic equation, but in the denominator there is one more quadratic equation of the form this. Okay, so we need to convert this into bx plus c over x square plus bx plus c. Okay students, so these are the different forms of the rational fraction in which we need to divide or we need to break it into the partial fractions. Okay, and now we will discuss. Kindly note down all these forms in your notebook very properly, because you will be using these forms a lot many times. Okay, so now let's discuss some questions based on it. So student, this is one of the first form example, okay, that I want to discuss now and here. Okay, and in the next lecture on questions based on partial fraction we'll discuss some more typical questions. Okay, so what about this question? So this is of the form rational fraction as given as 1 plus x plus 1 into x plus 2. Okay, and we need to convert this into x plus 2. Okay, and after solving the value of x, a and b, we get is a as 1 and b as minus 1. So I can write this expression. Student, you need to take the LCM here, x minus 1, x minus 2, and then so solve the right hand side and then compare it with the numerator on the left hand side. Then you will get the value of a and b. Okay, I hope that you guys can easily do that. So now I am putting the value of a and b. Okay, so now my integrand is this minus this. Okay, so this is basically log of x plus 1 minus log of x plus 2 plus c. Okay, or I can write log a minus log b as log of a over b. Okay, students. So now I hope that you are pretty clear about how to solve the question of partial fraction. And in the next lecture also we'll discuss some good questions based on it. Okay, so stay tuned for that lecture, students. Happy learning. Thank you.